congratulations. Locked in for another couple of years.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been a bit of a process, but it was a bit weird signing the contract again yesterday, but I haven't done that for 4 years now, so it felt like a while ago. But yeah, I'm super excited for the times ahead that the Broncos got going on, and yeah, I'm just stoked I can be a part of it.
Just one step closer to the Broncos.
How serious was the interest from the Dolphins?
Yeah, it was pretty serious. I think it got pretty well publicised, as much as tried to keep it under wraps. That had a meeting with Wayne, and I got a lot of respect for Wayne. He was the first coach that signed me with an NRL contract, and they've obviously got a huge opportunity. They get to start fresh. Got a really good supporter base out at Redcliffe, and that was a lot of nights where I really truly thought about it. But being here today and having made the decision and re-signed with the club, and seeing guys like Ren and the quality of or depth of players we've added to the roster, it kind of just solidified why I want to be here.
What were some of the selling points that Wayne was using to try and lure you up to Redcliffe?
I think we were just more talking about my own personal game, and I had a good experience with Wayne in the 2020 Origin series, and he obviously brought the group together really well there. And I just wanted to improve, and I had a couple of chats about areas that I could improve on, and same sort of thing with the Broncos too. But I'm sure Redcliffe will end up all right.
Paddy, considering your history with him and also 2 years, how hard is it to say no to Wayne?
Mate, it's so hard. I remember the first day I signed my first deal. I walked in there just to have a chat, and he said, "What do you want to know?" And I just was pretty much didn't even open my mouth. I just wanted to sign it already because of who he was. So, when you think of Wayne, he's been a big part of the Broncos' history. But in saying that, Kev and the guys here, Alfie and all those guys are too, and they're right in their own chapter. And Kevy's been pretty big on drilling into us that they had their time and now's our time, and we've got to do something with it.
It's, given what you've just said about how hard it is to say no to a bloke with the aura of Wayne, it's a pretty big vote of confidence for what may lie ahead.
Yeah, mate. Like I said, I think even today in the quality of our training, you see some of the boys we've added to the roster in terms of Reynolds being a big one, Capes to come, Ryan James, all those sort of guys. It's really positive signs for the club. I'm super excited. Kevy's, as everyone knows, loves to have fun but work hard too. So there'll be plenty of good times here ahead, I know. And it was well publicised that we've had some tough times in the last couple of years, and that was probably a main sticking point as well. That I've got a lot of good mates here that I'll have for life, and I know they do want to be a part of the good times that we're going to have in the next couple of years.
Seeing Reynolds here, I mean, he's on holidays for another 3 weeks. He's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Yeah,
but he's here.
Mate, I wish he'd go away. He's been coming to train and just watching us while we've been doing con, but get a footy in the hand and he jumps in. So, he's good, hey. He's elite, mate. You've seen out there today some of the tips that he was giving the young guys and that sort of stuff. And it was pretty cool to see some of the halves that he was working with, young Ezra Mann and those guys just light up and want to pick his brain already. So, he's eager for us to be successful, and he's got a really big confidence in the group already from what he's seen and how he thinks we can play and that sort of thing. So time will tell. March 11, round 1 against the Bunnies, but mate, I'm super excited that I get to play with him for a couple of years.
He just gets it, doesn't he? Like, he's honestly at the back end of his career. He's got a few years here, but to show up when he's on holidays, he's already signing autographs. He's investing in the club. He's going to sponsor things. Like, he gets it.
Yeah, he's a class player, mate, and quality person. I think that's probably one of the big things that the club wanted to get. Obviously a big name, but someone who's genuine and who cares about footy and the younger guys themselves. And I already seen the influence he's had here on the group, and even outside in the locker room, the vibe that he brings and the excitement where you started playing footy as a kid because you loved it, and he really wants to encourage you to maintain that focus even though you kind of transitioned into a professional scene. So I'm super excited. He's annoying me already like nuts, but mate, I can't wait to personally play with him and learn from him, and I know he's going to do wonders for this club. And I seen what he did for Redfern and how much people loved him, so I think the Broncos fans he might already be a favourite, to be honest.
What's he do to annoy you?
Oh, mate, he's a punish. Everything you can think of. Just tripping you over, pushing you. Every time we've had a promo together, to be honest, he always wants to drive, and then we drive together, and all he does is annoy me in the car trip too. So, but nah, he's a quality person, mate. And like in terms of just getting it, he's got great relationships with the boys already. And you know, when you're a team and you get on and things get a bit hard in the back end of games, it makes it easy to turn up for someone and dig deeper to try and get a result.
Is he a good driver?
Nah, terrible. Drives all these nice cars too and thinks he's the man. I said, it's not Sydney, we're in Brisbane now, you've got to be a man of the people. But nah, he's good. He's, yeah, like I said, he's going to be awesome for the group.
Last week we had a chat to Brian James, and he said that you and him have been working together, especially his knees and stuff and coming back. He's sort of been there and done that.
Yeah, he's, I think people probably forget, and a lot of the younger boys, he was thrown into a leadership role pretty early at the Titans and did really well, and you know, was on the cusp of a lot of rep footy and got injured. So yeah, I remember all the things that he was doing in the game being a teenager, and he's been really good for me in terms of just having chats about the things that work for him with his recovery and you know, things that he found beneficial. He loves the towels. We get towels here, and that's all he seems to talk about. How good are the towels? We get towels here. So I've been pretty lucky to have the towels for a few years now, but apart from that, yeah, he's another one that's just a quality person that the club's recruited and gets it as well, has a good laugh, but trains hard and also just wants to see people do well.
He mentioned the towels the other day too. Like,
did he? Yeah, he's loving these towels. I think we were saying Corey Jensen as well, talking about the towels. All the boys, I think that's might have what got me over the line in the end, to be honest, these towels, but yeah.
and is it hard, or not as hard, is it easy? I mean, you're doing physio, you're studying it. I mean, can you do your own rehab? Or is it hard to switch off? And
Not quite, but it's yeah, I've kind of said that this was like my first real injury, to be fair. So I went straight to the big dog, but in saying that, studying physio and getting an understanding from, you know, we've got two really high quality physios here, and what I kind of need to do with the rehab and knowing how your body feels and trying to communicate that with them and to get the best outcome and get back on the field has been a pretty cool experience for myself. So yeah, it's been good. I probably wouldn't trade it for another one, to be fair, or any other sort of injury, but yeah, just trying to take the positives out as a unique experience for myself.